going on, and welcome to Gaming with Bare Hands. I am Bare Hands, and today we have a really interesting video today because we had a question posed to us by our wonderful friend, Robert Birch. Robert Birch asks the question, can you make a deck with a limited legendary, aka none, that's competitive at your level? I think that would help the peons like me a bit more. You might think that that's crazy, but I have heard, legend says, that there's only one man who has gotten to my level with no legendaries, and that man is me! This is preposterous. You want a deck in Legendary Arena with no legendary cards? Have you heard yourself? Did you read that? Can you make a deck with a limited legendary, aka none? Really? None in Legendary Arena? I'm gonna do you one better. I have got a deck for you today with not only no legendary cards, but no rare cards or no epic cards. And this deck is actually doing really, really well. Time to get ready to show some games. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. This game against Muhammad was kind of scary. One of the downfalls to defensive building decks, in my opinion, is once they've taken out one of your towers, it's easy for them to prevent you from taking out a tower because you're a building deck. Now this deck kind of goes against that rule, as you've got the Royal Giant that you can use as your tower damage card, and you can use your Mortar as tower damage as well. And so we're going to go ahead and throw the Royal Giant down here to start off. We go ahead and decimate that Inferno Tower there, and we're going to chip some good damage off of the tower here before his mini P.E.K.K.A comes in and shuts us down. Then we're going to throw archers down, and he zaps the archers, which is interesting because he spent 6 to finish off that Royal Giant and try to get damage off on the tower when he did not. So we're going to go ahead and stop this quick princess again with our fire spirits. He is chipping some damage, but we're kind of getting a little bit ahead in the elixir game there. And then at this point, I'm going to just go ahead and throw down the Mortar once I hit 10 elixir. Now, I know he's got the Inferno Tower, so I anticipate him throwing the Inferno Tower down, which he does. I'm going to go ahead and zap here, which might have been... it was kind of a waste. I should have just let the Mortar die at that point. But you know what? I was trying to chip a little bit of damage, and you can't blame me for that. You can't blame me for trying to chip some damage. Okay, so... game's sort of even. I'm about 300, 240, we'll say, ahead here. And I'm going to go ahead and throw down my archers, and then throw down the Royal Giant, which he throws a Royal Giant way in the back, which allows me quite some time to think about dealing with it. And he's got a level 11 Royal Giant there. Look at all the damage. He got his mini P.E.K.K.A down there, and he still took 1,000 damage, 1,000 plus. Now, this just gets really dirty here. I'm going to go ahead and zap the Sparky. The archers are going to do a pretty good job. His fireball hits my minions, which is crazy. The fire spirits at that point were a clutch play because they took out the Sparky, they took out the princess, splashing onto the princess from behind the Royal Giant. It was just perfect timing there. And we're able to kind of shut that push down, and then I go ahead and get a quick push off. Check this out. Zap. And look at the fire spirits. They just totally shut down Sparky there. The Mortar's going to go ahead and splash on this tower. We're all the way down to 118. And at this point, I know I can just throw down my Royal Giant, and without his Inferno Tower in rotation, we're able to shut that down completely. So, really interesting game there. Let's jump into another one. Okay, this game against Senor Bearcat. I guess they were going for Senor Bearcat. Stanor. He is playing with an air deck, which thinking about it, looking at my deck right out of the get-go, I would say I would struggle against air decks, but my damage just gets through to the tower when he plays air. So that's kind of interesting, puts him at a disadvantage of stopping my damage, but at the same time I felt like I was at a disadvantage stopping his damage. So I throw down my Fire Spirits, and really bad placement there. He is able to keep those minions alive with his Miner. And then we've got a balloon coming in hot on my right-hand tower, and that balloon is going to get a hit off on our tower and then splash it down to 1855, which is lower than we were able to get his. He throws a Mega Minion down to defend the regular minions. Interesting. It might have been better for him to arrow there. I don't know if that was in his rotation there when he didn't play the Mega Minion. But he shuts down the minions with that, and then he's going to throw down a Lava Hound in the back, which is when it all just kind of starts getting crazy. We throw down the Mortar, which is going to ignore the Lava Hound. He throws down a Miner, but I anticipate with a Knight to shut that down. I'm going to go ahead and get Archers down on the field, and he is pretty much out of Elixir at this point to play what he wanted to play. Then he's going to get his minion Horde down, and we're going to throw our Fire Spirits down, but they had split up, so we don't end up catching all of the minion Horde, but at that point, the Archers had done so much damage. The Archers are incredible, and they can't be killed with arrows, which is why they're so good at this point. And his tower is looking pretty good in my opinion. I'm going to just go ahead and throw down this Mortar here, because I know he's going to struggle stopping the Mortar from locking onto the tower. And we throw the Knight down, we throw the Archers down. He's going to just kind of panic here because he doesn't know what to play. Then he gets his balloon down, but at this point, it is too late. His right tower is gone. The stalling of the balloon allows us to just kind of take a little bit of damage from the Miner and then deal with that rest there. And so this is looking pretty good. I'm going to throw a Royal Giant in the middle of his base to kind of freak him out. It doesn't. It doesn't even phase him. He doesn't do anything to it. Our Fire Spirits are going to splash away the minions. And look at this. Though I am going to soak a little bit of damage on the right-hand side, that Lava Hound, like, hasn't even got close to our tower to deal damage to it. He's a little bit off with the Miner. He's got a push coming in here. I'm going to go ahead and throw a weird cannon over here. Just kind of freaked out there. But our Archers, our Fire Spirits, things like that, are going to bring this down, and he's able to take out our tower, but if you haven't noticed, his left-hand tower is at 1. And did I miss my zap spell there? Did I miss my zap? Doesn't matter. He doesn't have any ground, so we do a little sniper archer there in the middle of his base, but he also had a mortar shell kind of plummeting down at his tower at the same time. So really good game against Senor Bearcats. All right, we're going to show one more game just so you get an idea of how this deck is played, and then we're going to jump into some live games. It might be a little bit longer of a video, but you guys like the live games. You like the live games. So he's going to throw a Miner down, and I'm going to not know what to do. Go ahead and throw that down. Get a cannon down to soak these goblins. And Lucas BR, he's not happy about that. So he's going to throw his minions in the middle, soak our minions. Then our Fire Spirits are going to splash his Bomb Tower, and since the Bomb Tower had locked onto the Mortar, we're able to take the Bomb Tower out. The Mortar splashes the Fire Spirits, and then we're going to get a nice little shot on his tower. So we get one hit off of the tower, bringing us back to an even game here. And pretty similar Elixir. I have a little bit of an Elixir advantage here. But this deck is interesting. Watch this. He plays a Golem after, on the right-hand side, after I throw my Royal Giant down on the left. And so I threw my Royal Giant down in the back just to kind of scout things out. I wasn't really comfortable throwing it up there, and I knew his Bomb Tower wasn't in rotation, so I'm going to throw down my minions over here. I'm going to get my Mortar down, which that might have been the worst play ever, getting the Mortar down, because it doesn't allow me enough Elixir to defend those little units that needed kind of point damage on it. His Miner is going to go chip away at the tower over on my right. The Golem is going to fall in the middle, turning into Golemites. And then I have kind of a little issue over there on the left that I have to clean up with a zap spell. And so I would have taken way more damage from those goblins if I didn't zap that, kill the Golemite a little quicker, and then end up getting the goblins out of the way. His Bomb Tower is going to assassinate the Archers that are approaching his right-hand tower. And we're going to go ahead and get the... Now check this out. The mortar is down. The golem hits the battlefield. We're going to go ahead and throw a cannon off to the right-hand side to draw them. The minions are going to get splashed away by the fire spirits and damaging the mortar. The golem, not the mortar. Doesn't damage my own units, thank goodness. Then we're going to get the royal giant down, which he is going to do a good job of soaking with the bomb tower. Now, look at that bomb tower, has tons of health. So our royal giant is just going to sit there, get chopped away like a tree by the lumberjack, and we've got a knight here to clean up the lumberjack and the goblins. The rage spell's going down. His crazy miner there is dealing some damage, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and set up immediately with this mortar. So he throws a golem down and doesn't have enough elixir now for the bomb tower, so I go ahead and throw the royal giant down, which lumbers up to his tower, brings that thing all the way down with the help of the mortar to 308 health. Even more than that, it's down to 80. I get the mortar down again because I know that the zap spell isn't going to do 80, and then these minions are going to deal a little bit of damage over there to the bomb tower, and yes, everybody's favorite royal giant to just get in there. Since he doesn't have a defensive building at this point, all he needs is one shot to take that tower out. Amazing combination of mortar and royal giant action. We will call it the Royal Mortar deck. So fun. Now, let's get into the zone and go out and throw 2 live battles and see if we can't get a win. I only need 1 more crown to get that crown chest. All right, Raynot. Raynot. Let's start with our archers in the back here. We kind of want to scout the deck. We want to play a little defensive before we get all crazy. And this is the time to get crazy. Let's go ahead and throw the mortar down here. And I'm going to immediately throw fire spirits in the front because I don't know what he has. And, you know, might as well throw fire spirits in the front. The hog is going to run over here and deal 2 nice shots to the tower there. His princess is actually going to get assassinated there. And we're going to just keep the pressure on with a royal giant minion combination here. He's going to throw guards down. We're going to go ahead and zap here. Thankfully, the Mega Minion locks onto our royal giant, which is going to allow the minions to clean that up. And so I think we're ahead here. I'm going to get the hog rider off to the side, get the archers down here to take out the princess, and then they'll turn and deal some damage to the hog. Oh, it got a hit off. That stinks. I remember I used to play the Jason deck back in the day, and the archers were so good, and now they've kind of worked their way back into the game because of all the instant damage people have put out because of things like Skeleton Army and whatnot. Okay, he's going to do a push, and I'm going to do something interesting. I'm just going to play really defensive here in the middle. You know his hog is going to end up coming, so I'm going to throw down this. I really wish I had my cannon. I do have my cannon now, so I'm able to drop that like so, and I probably expended way too much elixir, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and play defense again. Interesting. Did he just pig push with his... Well, my mortar's a little bit too far back. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw this down, His princess is in the back there. My minions are going to clean up the guards. The archers over here are going to deal with the princess. We did quite a bit of damage over there. I'm going to go ahead and throw this in the middle. Just kind of draw everything in there. Fire spirits to deal with the hog, because I know it's not going to die there. The mortar is going to deal with the princess. Then we're going to get these minions down and the archers. Small units, because he is going to be playing smaller units. The log is not going to kill our archers. Check it out. The archers are going to take the Mega Minion out, but not before it gets a swipe off on the mortar. And now we're looking at a very interesting game here with the Royal Giant sitting on the tower. We need to back it up here a little bit. The Royal Giant is going to get one more hit off, bringing it down to 147. And at this point, he's kind of freaking out because 147 is a scary number to be at. And if we look at this, we've got 68. We'll definitely take that out if we're able to do so. But I'm just going to go ahead and throw my Royal Giant down on the battlefield, get my Fire Spirits here behind it. He's going to freeze it for 2 seconds. His Mega Minion is going to stop it. It just needs one shot, and there we go. Ray and Knot is down for the count. What a good game. You guys can make it happen. All right. I'm feeling good. Let's jump into another one. Pow. Haven't even had caffeine this morning. Yes, I'm videoing this in the morning, and I feel incredible. Traumatizer. Traumatizer's going to throw down a elixir collector, and I'm going to throw down a knight and minions to back up my mortar. And check this out. See that right there is why you do not spend elixir on an elixir collector and a push. Oh no. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. Maybe he will let this one Fire Spirit get to the tower. Excellent. All right, that was some good splash damage there. He's going to play another. Let's just knight up here. Now, I bet he answers the knight over there. No, he's going to witch. So seeing as he witches, I'm going to do something interesting and ignore the witch and throw down archers here behind our Royal Giant. And he is going to Sparky. Let's go ahead and stop this from taking out all of that. If you noticed, me soaking the witch was good. But we need to stop Sparky from killing our tower immediately. I'm okay soaking the damage from the knight. It's about to get wild. Let's get the knight here so her new skeletons don't come onto my tower. And he's got my tower on 744, which is not quite as good as dead, but my left-hand tower is also damaged. So I'm going to go ahead and play defense here. He's got 1 minute left. And I'm going to make him pay. That was interesting. I thought I might die there. Oh, he is doing some good damage. We're going to go ahead and get the Royal Giant in the middle here. Also back it up with some minions. He's going to throw another Sparky down on the field. I'm going to zap Sparky and go ahead and get some archers here to back this up. The Royal Giant is going to take his left-hand tower all the way down to death. And now I've got an interesting push coming my way that I need to make sure doesn't get out of control. And so we're going to go ahead and throw some Fire Spirits down. We're going to go ahead and throw minions down. We're going to zap Sparky. Oh, no. Okay, he brings us down. We've got some serious problems here. I'm going to get a cannon in the middle. I'm going to get a Fire Spirits. Oh, no. It's out of control. Our tower is gone. Traumatizer has traumatized me with Sparky. Oh, my goodness. That was a good game. Probably my problem was I didn't play my cannon enough, I guess. My cannon needed to be down on the field. The mortar is good, but he had enough small units to distract the mortar. And so, I don't know. I'd have to re-watch that to kind of figure out what I did wrong. I soaked a lot more damage than I probably needed to. I could have played way more defensively, gotten one of his towers down, and won the game in overtime when it went there, instead of taking 2 towers and sacrificing my tower, allowing him to get 2 of them, and eventually rushing and overrunning me. And so, thanks so much for stopping in. I hope you enjoyed. Try out this all-common deck for yourself. Yes, it can hang up in Legendary Arena, and I hope that it does well for you. If you don't have a lot of legendary cards, you do not need them. You just need to play well with the regular card. Don't forget to leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe so you can come back for more gaming with bare hands. And I hope to see you next time. Have an awesome day.